first cut has been made and the little jig works perfectly. So what I did was clock the chuck up on or the spindle on the center of this, which has the bottom machine to accept the arc that's on the inside of this plate that I made in the lathe. And then I fitted a 14mm end mill into the collet and then offset the table 7mm this way so that this edge of this cutter is in line with the center. So any cuts through this piece of alloy will have a line through the center of the arcs. So where it meets the outside and the inside will be 90 degrees. First cut, maybe not quite so obvious, but it's not bad. There's a line there that's just visible that I scribed when it was in the lathe, and the cut runs parallel to it, so it's pretty much spot on. So basically I'm going to need to cut it with a hacksaw, rough, and then I'll be able to square up the edges real nice just using this little setup. Yeah, it works great. Alright, I've made cuts to make these shapes. So this edge is, there's two pieces stacked up here. So these edges are lined up using this little bit of square just to tap them into place. The pieces are pushed hard in against the piece of the lip I machined on the bottom of this, and I'd already had this rotated further around here and made a cut down this edge. Then when I've dummied it up on the bike, as I expected, the intercooler itself was canted forward too far. So this line is more or less where the cardboard cutouts were, which also cants it too far forward. But what I'm going to do is cut this off along here using this. I'll just run back and forth, taking a mil off at a time, and test fit it again, which is why I've made this piece and got it set up like this. I can fit it up on the bike and then as necessary take bits off here, and it's a simple matter of fitting these pieces of aluminium back into this jig and clamping it down, and then just rotating it around just a tiny little bit and making another cut. So this jig allows these cuts to be made where it meets this curve here. It'd be 90 degrees, be 90 degrees in there as well, and I can do it over and over and over and over without any real setup. Just simply slot this in, clamp it down, make a cut.